with you. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is T. I mean, for that doesn't know me, obviously. The ones that are always here, they know who I am. So, how are you all doing? I'm doing fine. I'm at work. So, I just thought of you guys, let me talk to my few supporters, hoping that we're gonna have more supporters as time goes by, more people to subscribe, and make this family grow bigger. And I must say, I'm very appreciative and I'm very thankful to those guys that have subscribed. I think, yeah, the numbers are growing. It's not a lot, but it's something. I really, really appreciate your loyalty. And I do know that in my previous video, there was a lot of sound issues, like the first parts when I was in Spur. And please forgive me. I couldn't, I think when the video was edited, I couldn't successfully remove. I did try, but I couldn't successfully remove the noise. And you will forgive me. I'm learning these things. I'm new, very new. It's exciting, and it's also different. It's something that I've never done before. So I'm sure you guys can forgive me, right? So today, this is my office. I'm at work, and I just wanted to say hello, guys, and also there's an issue that I spoke to in the previous video, and I'm not sure if you guys kind of like heard everything from the beginning because of the noise in the restaurant. But the last part when I was sitting in the car, I'm sure you guys heard. But this is something that is really like so sad. Let me put it that way. It's absolutely sad because this person I was talking about, I know the person, and it's someone that is very close to me, and we all got shocked now hearing the story, and it is sad. Honestly, guys, it is sad. You know that in life, you don't ask for these things. You don't ask to be in a family where, I mean, we all grow up in different family dynamics, and we don't say, we don't choose our families. God chooses the families for us, So this girl did not choose to be born in this family where then at a very tender age, she had to fend for other siblings. And this is the main reason why she found herself in this abusive situation where she found herself harassed. And I think the other sad part for me is when these things were happening to her at a tender age, she did not realize. She did not realize that this is what is going on. She did not realize that she was actually, being abused, or being harassed. And in the meantime, she was actually going through that. And she's not the only one. Imagine 20-something years after this happened, so she's only realizing, and to think of it, how many of those ones, how many of them that are living carrying that? And I think my purpose of this video and my purpose of actually repeating this video is, obviously when I did it, there was a lot of noise, and I actually want to emphasize on the issue of how we bring up our kids right now. And I also want people to also realize that we cannot keep throwing this at the kids. We cannot keep saying they were supposed to have notified somebody. Like I said, we all come from different family dynamics. You know, there's certain families where certain things, when you're growing up, are not mentioned. And remember as well, today and back then, there is this generational gap. You know, like our parents back then, especially if you had parents that were not well educated and all that, which was not their fault, obviously, but I'm just mentioning that they did not see the importance of educating the kids related to these issues. It's actually different with where we are right now with our own kids, where we educate them at a very young age, and they've got TV and they've got the internet, and I mean they've got a lot of information from different platforms. Yeah, from different platforms, which is a very big advantage for them. And as well, the way they are growing up is different from the way we grew up, because these kids that we bring up now, they're very outspoken. A small little thing, they tell you know what, mommy, this is not fair. You know what, mommy, it's like this. And us, the parents, our generation, we understand and we listen to them and we give them time to talk, and we spend time with them, we talk to them so that we know what's going on in their lives. But back then, back to this girl's story, she came from a family background dynamic where you can't talk about those things. You cannot mention the word sex. You cannot mention, even indirectly, but the relating to that. You will be, you know what, it will be like, yeah, you've done the worst. So even if this child found out that there was something weird about what was going on, she couldn't even go to anyone. She couldn't even go to her mom. She couldn't. The mom was there, but she was not there. She was there, but according to what I heard, she was there, but she was not there. So this girl never had a relationship with her mother. And that brings me again to the importance of building a relationship with your kids. Because even if they don't say anything, I'm sure mothers here can attain to this. Like your kids that you bring up now, if something wrong happened to your child, if you're very close to this child, just by one look at the child, you can tell that something is wrong with my kid, my baby. One look. You don't even need or want your child to tell you that, mommy, there's a problem here. So this is something that is way too close to my heart. This is something that gives me sleepless nights. I'm a single mom. I've got a daughter that I'm trying to protect, that I am protecting, and I'm doing everything that I can to protect my child. And for me to hear this sad story, one thing that comes to my mind is I look at my Jamila and I ask myself, what will I do if anything like that happens to her? You know? So this is more like advice to us mothers, to us, yes, to know and to build relationship with our kids and to have conversations with our kids. I know that we always say no, it's very uncomfortable. But like I said in my previous video, rather have that uncomfortable conversation now instead of having it when something bad now it's uncomfortable and something uncomfortable is already happening to your child. What would you rather do? You'd rather have it now and know that your child is way well aware of what to expect in this world, because you're not with them all the time. You're not with them when they go to school. You're not with them when they're with anyone. You're not always with them. We work, we try and make ends meet, so we're not always with those babies of ours. But our ultimate goal is to protect them. Our ultimate goal is to make sure that they're safe at all times. And you cannot protect them if they know what they are being protected from. You need to understand this. Mothers and fathers, grannies and grandparents, aunts and whoever is, whether you're guardian to the child who is in place of a mother, but we need to know that you cannot protect a child when they don't know, especially when they understand. Because our kids ask questions. Don't close them off. Sit down with them and explain to them what it is, why we have to do certain things, why we have to avoid doing certain things. You understand? So this is my main reason why I had to come back again and speak on the same topic, but the only different day I'm in a very calm space where there are no noises. You guys can actually hear everything, every word that I have said. And my apologies again for the previous video, for the noise in the background. It was, even when I watched that video, I think I only enjoyed the last part of the video where there was no noise in the background, like I could understand everything. But the first part of it, yes, I could see myself where I was, but I mean, I couldn't hear what I was saying, So you will forgive me, I'm learning, and we learn every day. And yeah, work is good, and I think my time is up. I better go back to work. But guys, please, let's subscribe. Please, guys, subscribe. And like and sharing is caring. Sharing is caring, guys. You know that. And if one person subscribes today, the other person subscribes tomorrow, the numbers will grow each day, one person at a time, or 2 people, or 3 people. But guys, I would like you to come in numbers. Yes. There's a lot in store, there's a lot to talk about, and there's a lot to have fun, together. So I really appreciate you guys. And please subscribe, please like, please comment. Just below this topic, guys. I just want to hear your views. Like, this girl, what do you think? Do you relate? Have you ever heard such a story? She kept going back, guys, to the abuser. For those that did not watch my previous video, this girl got abused when she was 12. And how she got abused is she had to fend for her siblings, and this person was supposed to, she knew this person, not a relative, but somebody that, staying in the same area, and she thought this person was going to assist, kind of like financially to help, with her siblings. And instead of this person just helping this girl, or telling this girl, I can't assist, they took advantage of her. So they kind of like raped her, or sexually abused her, and she had no idea what was going on. She was only 12 years old. And because now she thinks this person and whatever this person told her, like, this is how it's done, and all these girls that you see, that's what happens to them, and whatever. And she kept going back. I think this is the sad part for me, where you get abused and you don't realize that you're being abused. And for so long, for so many years, you keep getting abused without even knowing that you're being abused. Because now you get used to this thing, and then you think that it's normal. You understand? And then you keep going, then you get the money. And I also asked this question of, because I've read other people now who they were commenting about this issue. I think they were taking a 12-year-old of today and a 12-year-old of 40 years ago or 30 years ago, and they're comparing them. I think there's a very big generational gap there, because our 12 years ago back then were kids. They didn't know anything. It's compared to 12 years now, you know. So this 12-year-old was just a child. I think just a child, hardly in high school probably, you know, not even knowing anything. So she kept on going back, and people were like, no, that's prostitution because she was, you know, getting money out of it. But I'm thinking she didn't know that she was prostituting herself, you know. So for me, I'm like, guys, what's your, and you tell me, what's your opinion on this? What's your, because I'm not talking about a story that I read. I'm talking about a story of a person that narrated it to me. This person is like 40 something years old now, and this happened to her when she was 12 years old. So I'm not talking about hearsay. I'm talking about a story that happened in real life, you know, that I just came to know recently. So guys, please, I need your views on this, and please subscribe. That's how we get to help these people. That's how we get to help more people, you know, by having these discussions, by having these talks, by you commenting, by you sharing your opinions, sharing your views on certain issues that is affecting us, you know. So guys, thank you very much for watching this video. Like I said, please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, sorry, I'm being tongue-tied. If you haven't subscribed, please like, share, and comment, especially on this issue. You guys have yourself a wonderful afternoon, right? Where I am, or evening where you are, or morning, depends where you are. But yes, till we meet again in the next video.